Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. And in the truck rendition, we had to do some more stuff in the truck today. Listen, if this is one of your first videos here, somebody recommended you the channel. I just did two videos. I had the Til Warthog sent to me by Jacob Lamb. I got that review up yesterday. Damn good knife, great company. Guy's a vet. Check that out. If you're here for knives, check out the Til Warthog or the Spartan K-Bar. I did that one Sunday. That one was sent to me by JR. Awesome knife. Two hard use reviews right there. If this is your first video, check them out. I want to talk about something, a subject I've been wanting to talk about for a while today. And that's why I choose not to show certain knives on this channel. Why I don't want to show what I call junk knives on the channel, okay? It's not and again, I'm not justifying anything. I'm not trying to explain anything. This is a video I've been wanting to do. Well, that's stupid. I do want to explain it. But I'm saying I'm not doing it from a defensive position. Nobody said anything. It's nothing like that. Joe, JS Bladecraft, did a video the other day, and the tip bent on him on some hard downward throws. He went to straighten it out, and it broke. Now, he deep dived the knife a little. Well, he went into the knife a little bit, and then he was going to do testing, and that's what he did. Angry Dracolope saw the video and was interested in the knife, so he actually did some deep diving on it and found what he called contradictions. So he did a response video to Joe's, and in that, they both kind of went back and forth in the comments, some not in a bad way at all. Not in a bad way at all. Gentlemanly fashion. They had some true disagreements there. However, they handled it like men. So shout out to JS Bladecraft. Shout out to Angry Dracolope. Here's the deal, guys. And I'm going to do a quick intro, and then I'm going to deep dive my thoughts and why there's certain knives and knife companies that I don't show on the channel. While I'm doing my intro, though, I'm going to show you my daily carry. I showed some knives the other day during my intro, and after I watched it, it looked kind of weird that I was just showing knives during. So just so you know, I'm going to show you my EDC, do my daily carry, and do my intro. That being said, this is the Vindicator from Emerson. I love Emerson knives. All that, I carried this today. That being said, guys, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, I read two different stats today, and we talk about this a lot. One stat said it was closer to 19. One stat said it was actually closer to 27. That's why here on the channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. That's all that means. We back you. We love you. You have a spot here. We back the boy over here. We support live all to the chagrin of many. And let me just say this. We live in the good old US of A. Not everybody has to agree with that. Not everybody has to do with that. I'm fine with that. These are my causes. How do you do that, Scab? Well, I don't break the damn law. And when I do, because I accept responsibility for it. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. Now, here's the deal, guys. I just showed you the 0301, the 0303, the Colossus, and here's my cat pinion. Now, I didn't carry all these today. I got my knife bag with me, my knife purse, so I had some extra. Now, here's the deal. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. For the past year, I've been getting these emails that simply say this: Dear Choir Boys Cutlery, or Choir Boys Outdoors, we would like to send you a knife to try. We think you are a good fit. We like your videos on social media. Okay? Same email they send to a million people. 99% of those I never respond to. Because, and I'm going to tell you why, because I know they're not going to hold up to testing. You say, Scab, you can't know that for sure. I got a pretty damn good idea. I don't want to show knives fail. Now, I want to address something real quick. When that tip broke with Joe, there were those who said, oh, you should have stopped the video right there. Let me tell you something. I would have done exactly what Joe did. I would have continued that testing. Here's why. If you are I personally base every review I do as if that's the only knife you're going to have. Meaning, each review I do, that's why you don't hear me compare it to other brands during the video. That's why you don't hear me bring up other brands during the video. And that's why, honestly, you don't even hear me talk about other knives from the same brand in that video. I base my videos on that knife being the only knife, the only option you have. So, if you are in a survival / perilous situation, and for whatever reason, that's the only knife you got on you. Now, I know that's not the case for many. It's not for me. But we're suspending reality here, okay? Odds are, if you're in a shitty spot, that tip's going to break. If for no other reason on this planet but Murphy's Law, right? You're in a shitty spot. First thing that happens, that tip's going to break. Personally, I continue the video because I want to see the capabilities of the knife. Maybe that was a weak point. Maybe I did something stupid with the knife. Now, Joe didn't. He did a hard downward throw and it bent. Now, that's a problem there. But moving forward from that, I'm still going to see if the edge holds up. I'm still going to see if there's hot spots. I'm still going to see the capabilities of that knife. Why? If I am in a bad situation and the tip breaks, I'm not scrapping the knife. I've got to make do with what I have. So I fully support moving forward, fully understand it. That being said, everybody's free to do whatever they want to do. Everybody's free to show whatever knives they want to show. I have made it a point in these 3 years that I've been on YouTube to show you the best knives I can. There are certain brands I steer clear of. They're not going to do well in testing. They don't do well in actual life. And I do feel like I have an obligation to you as a knife demonstrator, whatever the hell I am to you, to give you the best look of that knife possible, right? What I'm not willing to do is compromise values or compromise your safety for a shitty knife that I could buy for $25, $30, $40 anyway. I don't need a free knife that bad. I really don't. I might shout everybody out in the world, but I'm not going to show every knife in the world. If I can't get excited about a knife, if I'm not passionate about that knife, if that knife's not safe, I'm not showing it. The one exception would be this. If I ever came across a knife that's just dead ass dangerous, it's just dangerous, it is a hazard, I'll show that knife and say, don't buy this. I'm not doing demonstrations with it. I'm not cutting anything with it. But now I would explain in depth why I felt it was dangerous. And it would have to be one of those where people actually got hurt off of it, because I don't make a habit of just bashing stuff. You guys know this, right? What I'm talking about is companies that I've had experience with. I'm 52 years old, or 51. I've only had a knife channel for 3 years. This week is our 3-year anniversary, believe it or not. But in my 51 years, I bought a lot of knives. I bought a lot of cheap knives. I got some knives at the house that I love the look, I love the design, I love the aesthetic, but they suck. Couldn't cut a hot stick of butter. Well, I'm not having that on the channel. Why? Why? I don't want you to spend your money on bullshit. Right? I don't want you to look at that, because there are certain knives that I'm telling you, I'll buy it. There's a particular brand, I'm not naming it. They're terrible. When it comes to function, they suck. But they're pointy and they look cool, and I love a lot of their designs. As dumb as that sounds, I love their designs. And I've got a couple. What would I do with them? I throw them. That's about all I do with them. But I'm not going to try to do a review. Why? Because when I do my demonstrations, when I do my reviews, I want that knife to perform. Because I like doing it. I like learning. But I don't want to show a shitty knife and give a false sense, right? Not that I would ever do that on purpose, or not that I have done that. But I'm saying, if I've got a knife in hand and I'm doing something, I'm wanting to make it work. It's not even really at that point about the knife or the knife company. That's what a lot of people miss with my channel. At that point, it's my skill set. So if I dive into a knife and it's not performing, I might get locked in mentally where I'm doing everything I can do to make that knife perform. Again, at that point, it's not about the knife. It's not about the knife company. I have totally gone on in on my ego, and I want to make it work. And I don't want to make a shitty knife work and somebody go, man, I like the design of that. That actually did better than I thought it would, and spend money on it, right? And the knife fail when you need it to fail. Worse, it breaks, or even worse, it hurts you or somebody you love because the knife wasn't safe. There are certain brands. Now, I don't have ESP. I don't have superhuman abilities. I can't tell you if a knife's going to snap. I can't tell you. No, I'm not saying that. What I can tell you is there are certain brands that I've had over the years that inevitably they fail and fail miserably. And that's what I'm talking about. So I don't want crap for the sake of putting crap on the channel. I don't. There are certain channels out there who could find diamonds in the rough. They could find some cheap ass knife that nobody else on this planet will buy, and the thing be a damn rock star. I don't have that luck. I don't. I'd get one that was supposed to be the greatest knife in the world, cut 3 or 4 of my fingers off. I'm not doing that, y'all. I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to try to bring you the best stuff I can bring you. I'm going to try to give you the best perspective I can give you on good quality stuff. Price has no bearing on quality, just so y'all know. Because there are several brands out there that are budget price that are great blades. And then again, in another channel, on the flip side of that, there's other channels, other brands that are expensive as hell, but they suck. They fail every time. So price, I want y'all to understand, this isn't a price thing. This isn't a class thing. This is a quality thing. If it's not quality, don't send it. Because I'm going to be honest about it. If it's not quality, don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my subscribers' time. You know if you got a quality product or not, right? You should. If you're in upper management, if you own a company, if you're in quality control, you know whether you got a product worthy of selling or not. If it ain't worth selling, don't put it on us to try to sell it. That's just my point there. I know this has been a little more rambly, but I wanted to get this out. I want to give you guys the best knife reviews I can. I want to give you the best knives I can at the best price points I can and demonstrate them to the best of my ability. So if you are a knife channel out there and you actually have watched this video, before you send me one of them generic ass emails, ask yourself, would I trust my kid's life with this knife? If you wouldn't, don't send it. I know this is a different one. I don't know if I'm going to release it. But I do know this. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone, son.